Call First Republic at 718-380-0006 and eliminate the middleman.
As we get back to Mr. Eddie Alber, and he represents a company that's been shining for the better part of 13 years. And the company certainly has established a wonderful reputation over that time, Eddie.
Absolutely, Conroy. Absolutely. With the support of your community and the listeners out there, we've been really doing very, very well for ourselves. And unlike a lot of other banks, we're still in business. So that's a good thing.
Well, the thing about it, is that the bigger banks, and some of them really, I don't know what to say, but it's just out and out abuse of a situation that really did not have to be. Mm-hmm. But I guess that's what happens when you're not really minding the store, when nobody's minding the store. But on the other hand, on the other end of the spectrum, there are certain institutions, I guess, that continue to do very, very well. And First Republic Mortgage Bankers happens to be one of a handful of those institutions who continue to do very well in spite of all of this subprime mess and everything else.
Conroy, we've been thriving in this environment right now. And, we've never changed our course. And I've known a lot of listeners listen to Scott all the time, but I've been with the company since we initiated it. And I can honestly say we've always worked with the federal government, with the FHA programs. And we supported that program. We put a lot of people into those programs, and they're not getting hurt right now. Those aren't adjustables. They're not high interest rates. They're a conservative approach. We probably could have made a lot more money if we chose the latter. But you know what? We're still in business. We're thriving. We have people coming in. We're hiring. We're doing very well at First Republic. And we're able to offer a lot of programs that a lot of other banks do not have right now.
Yeah.
So we feel real good about where we're at.
Well, you say that, Eddie, and one of the reasons that you're able to offer these programs is because, the federal government has enough confidence in an entity like First Republic Mortgage Bankers to actually have you as one of the banks that can offer these programs.
Correct. You're so correct, Conroy. We've been offering these federal government-backed programs for years now. And many, many people out there that are listening to the show right now can receive help. I know a lot of people are hurting out there. They have a lot of credit card debt. They have second loans, student loans, all kinds of debts that they're not paying off at the end of the month. If you're one of those listeners out there and you know that money's tight, especially with the utilities going up this year, especially with the cost of basically foods, goods, you name it, it's going up. It's a nice time to look into a refinance transaction where you can get a cushion of money, some money that you can put under your pillow, kind of speaking. But seriously, have that reserve money, those funds.
Yeah.
We're going back to years ago what people did, but it's nice. Cash is king. It still is.
Listen, it's great to have it, and you say this to the hundreds of thousands of people listening, not only here in the tri-state area, but on the internet as well at linkupmedia.com. And, folks really need to take that first big step, which is to call 718-325-5555 and speak to Eddie Alber in studio this morning. It's not the difficulty and opportunity. Folks need to look for the opportunity and difficulty. And these are, the times are a little difficult, but I tell you, some people are going to thrive and some people are going to do very, very well, even in times like this.
Absolutely. We're seeing a lot of first-time home buyers that are getting great deals on their first home right now. And this is a great time. It hasn't been so good in years. Now you've got the reduction of house prices along with very low interest rates. You don't normally have those two joined together. But, people are coming into the bank with transactions and contracts right now where they're getting into a home with less than they were paying for rent. So it's a really good opportunity for you first-time home buyers that are listening out there and that want to get pre-approved for a mortgage. And also for all those people that do have debts and, you want to pay them off. This is not the time to be carrying credit card debt because they're going to get more careful in who they lend, the creditors. Mm-hmm. And they're going to be raising these rates to cover their losses.
Sure.
So, you're not going to be able to – a lot of people were playing this game where they would juggle from 0% for 3 months to another credit card to another credit card. You're not going to see those offers anymore,
Right. Folks really need to find a way to get themselves out of this mess, out of this credit card debt. A lot of folks out here still have an adjustable rate mortgage, Eddie Albert, and they need to actually refinance to switch to a fixed rate, because I believe that these things are never good. When an adjustable rate mortgage goes up, it invariably goes up. And folks are out here with credit card debt. They really need to take whatever steps they can take, and one of these steps is to actually call 718-325-5555 and speak to Eddie Albert. Eddie is in the studio this morning. He's in office, so you can call him, speak to him in 5 minutes. Eddie, you'll be able to tell folks whether you can help them right away or they need to go back and do something so you can help them next month.
Absolutely. It will be painless, especially for you listeners that have 2 mortgages. You bought that house 2002, 3, or 4, and you got put into a piggyback loan, meaning you have a first or a second mortgage. Now is the time to join them together to a fixed 5.5% loan that we're now offering at the bank, which is mostly going to save you several $100s a month. If you have one of those jumbos or you have a piggyback loan, get rid of those 2 loans, join them into one, pay off some credit card debt, and you'll be on a better path than you were before you called. It will be painless, I assure you. Give me a call today, 718-325-5555.
That's it. Eddie Albert, one of the really experienced folks over at First Republic Mortgage Bankers, several years experience under his belt. As a matter of fact, he's been with the bank from the very beginning, since the inception of First Republic Mortgage Bankers. And I believe you had experience in the home financing business even before then, right, Eddie?
Correct.
Yeah,
correct.
yeah. Call him now, folks. It takes nothing off you to call 718-325-5555. Find out if Eddie Albert can do something for you to help out your situation this morning.
First Republic Mortgage Bankers is a licensed mortgage banker, direct lender in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Florida, Delaware, Maryland, Georgia, South Carolina, headquartered at 110 Jericho Turnpike, Floral Park, New York.